Hey loves! So I'm back for a haul video. Woo! I told you how thankful I was that I got through January without buying makeup, which means I may have gone a little bit overboard in February, just a little. On the bright side, there are no lipsticks in here, so I am learning to show a little bit of self-restraint. So all good things. This video is going to be long enough without me rambling, so let's just get into it. Let's start with Sephora, just because it's the bag that's closest to me, and then I'll move on to MAC stuff. I didn't buy this all in one day, to be fair. The MAC stuff, I think I bought some of it at the Fantasy of Flowers event that I went to with my cousin. And then one item I got when I was running around trying to find it because it had started to sell out. And then one at another trip. So 3 trips to MAC, I think 2 or 3 to Sephora. Thought I'd put them all together and get them into this video so you guys can see what I got. Let's just get started then. The first thing from Sephora, as the bag falls down, is this Tarte Maracuja oil. I had a little sample. I was hoping that I wouldn't finish it. That I would finish it, that I wouldn't love it, but I loved it, and then I had to go buy this guy. This is the special edition one that comes in a lot bigger format than the original. It's a little bit cheaper, and it has this really cute packaging and box. I want to do something fun with the box, but I'm not sure what. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of what I could do with this box. So, yeah. It comes in this bottle that has, again, that like fun pattern on the top. And I hadn't been a huge user of like oils on my face. I like this guy. It's nice and lightweight. It doesn't break me out. It gives me a little added moisture. It's not like the most hydrating oil of all time. So if you have really dry or dehydrated skin, that might not be your best bet. But if you have normal or even oily skin, it's a really nice oil to try out. Again, honestly, you guys, go into Sephora and ask for a sample. Like, the worst they can say is no, right? So if you can try it out and see how it works, especially something like skincare, it's a good bet. I mean, Sephora does have an amazing return policy as long as you have the receipt and it's not like you've used the whole thing. They do take it back. But if you can have a sample and then not have to waste a product, because if you've used it, they can't resell it, right? So if you can get a sample, do it. But I'm really liking that guy. I'm upset that I had to pay the $90 or whatever it was for the full-size one, but it's a great product and it's really cute right up on next to the rest of my skincare stuff back there. The second thing in here is a new foundation brush that I'm loving. It's the Tarte Airbuki Bamboo Powder Foundation Brush. So it comes in this packaging like this. It does say powder foundation, and I did ask the girls there, and they were like, well, it's made of synthetic fiber, so it's fibers, so you should be fine to use it with liquid foundation. And I have been using it with liquid foundation and really liking it. It comes like this. A little tiny teeny man. It is so, I love it. It's really, really dense, if you can see, and it just gets in everywhere and buffs everything in so nicely. I have like sort of spot cleaned it with just like the MAC brush cleaner, and then I've done some deep cleaning on it, and it's good. It's not shedding. I've deep cleaned it maybe once or twice because I've only had it for a week or two, and I haven't seen any shedding or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm still okay with it. Like, I love it. I love the way it applies. The price point's a little bit more expensive. I think it was $30 or $40, but I was worried about cleaning it, and because it says it's a powder one, using with liquids, would that make too much of a difference? It didn't. It's working really well for me, and I really, really love it. So yeah, I don't have the exact prices, but you know what I'll do? When I list everything down in the description box, I'll list Canadian US price breakout for you guys, so you can sort of have an idea. You don't have to go to the website and see what's what. So yeah. What else is in here? Oh, I got a, that was really a strange sound that I just made. I got a Stila Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner in Canary, which is a beautiful yellow color. I like using pencils on my lower waterline because I find that shadow on its own doesn't stick. And so this way I can do like a nice little pop of color. I've been trying out a look I want to do for you guys. So just a beautiful like canary yellow color. And I love these Stila Smudge Stick, whatever they're called, Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliners. They really don't budge. They've got a lovely color range. They don't smudge, like, see, I just have to take my word for it. It's like, it does not move. I think they're honestly really, really awesome. So I've been really enjoying those, and I'm excited to play with this new color. Because I tried using like my shadow, like my yellow shadow sort of on top of the base underneath there, and it just didn't pop as much. So yeah, I don't know where I'm spacing out to. Great buy. I'm excited. I've been playing with it, but I'm excited to show you the look that I've been trying to toy with. So thumbs up for secret tutorials in the works. The next thing that I bought after I saw it on a video, Shades of Cassie. Cassie from Shades of Cassie, who's you must have seen, but I'll link her channel down below too, showed this NARS eyeshadow in Galapagos. Can't speak today. Galapagos, like the Galapagos Islands. That I had to go and pick up because it is beautiful and not like anything I own. So the NARS packaging, which honestly is so cool. It comes the little teeny tiny mirror. And then it's this, see, I've even got the little plastic still in it. It's like a beautiful brown with some gold flecks in it. That looks a lot darker on my finger, but once it's sort of blended out, it's just a really, really pretty, okay, it doesn't look really, really pretty, it looks mustardy color, but trust me when I tell you, it's a really, really gorgeous color. And just beautiful as like an, it's like a more natural smoky eye, like it's, as opposed to doing like a really dark black, which is really nice, but sometimes not super wearable everywhere you go. That one's a really great alternative. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more in-depth reviews on any of these products, if you want to see a tutorial with that NARS eyeshadow, or any of the other products I show you, let me know down below. Okay, we'll keep going. We're gonna get through this. The last item I bought wasn't actually from Sephora, although they do sell it there, but it's a pricier item. It's the Guerlain Meteorites Voyage, the pressed version of the, you know, they're like finishing powders. That comes in the little velvet pouch. And then this is super heavy. I didn't realize how heavy the compact was, with the like flower design on it. And then, like, you guys have you seen this guy? So it has like all the different colors, so it's like supposed to correct and brighten and highlight. I'll try to swatch it, but I don't know if you're gonna see very much. Like it's on this finger. Yeah, you're not gonna see. But it's gonna be hard on camera, even if I wear it on camera. It's going to be hard for you to pick it up. I found, like, I'm reviewing some of my videos, I filmed a couple where I'll use it, where I won't, and it's hard to see a difference unless you're here in person. It just gives a really pretty airbrush sort of finish to the face. It is super expensive, which is why I didn't get it from Sephora. So it retails in Calgary for $200 almost. I think it's $170 in the US. And I was not going to pay that much for a powder, honestly. I don't think I would pay that much for really anything unless it was like some super amazing foundation, maybe. But I had at our drugstore, they have like sort of a high-end sort of section that has like, I don't know, like Urban Decay and Lancome and Guerlain and a bunch of other brands. So I had, I think, accumulated enough points to get, I want to say $60 or $80 off, and then they're having a points event, so I collected another like $30 worth of like money that I could redeem on my next shopping trip. So I got it about 50% off, which is still not cheap, but I wanted like a nice finishing powder, and I've heard such great things about it, so I decided to treat myself with that guy. So that is everything from Sephora-ish. Let's move on to MAC, and can we talk about this bag for a sec? I hope they're not moving away from the paper bags to these plastic bags, because I don't really like them. I mean, they're like they've got the like see-through bit in the back. I don't know, not really my cup of tea. So please, MAC, don't tell me this is the new bag. If anyone knows, let me know. The first thing that I bought is some Fix Plus. I've never had Fix Plus before. but I've had it used on my face. I also wanted something nice that I could spray my brushes with to use my eyeshadows wet. For those of you that haven't ever used Fix Plus, it's just like a aqua based, like a water based spray. They call it a skin refresher slash finishing mist. So you can sort of spray it on your face before you put your makeup on to just add some moisture after you put your makeup on too. It's not really like an Urban Decay setting spray that's supposed to help lock it in place, but more to like freshen up your makeup. If you apply a lot of powder products, again, to like dust off or, I don't know, mist off some of that excess powder. I don't know if I'll use it for that so much as to use it on my brushes, because it's a nice, clean, easy way to get some use of my brushes, or my colors, eyeshadows, as wet. Does that make any sense? If you wet your brush and then use it with eyeshadows, especially if it's a lighter color, you'll get a more intense color. So I'm excited to try that out. Let me know if you guys try this out or play with this guy and what your favorite ways to use it are. I like this packaging too. It's like it's got MAC sort of embossed in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's cool. I might store it in the box. I'm a sucker for packaging. I store things in boxes that I like the boxes for. What else shall we show you? I bought the Bright Fuchsia Pigment, which you guys have seen already. I used it in my Valentine's Day tutorial that I'll link down below if you haven't seen it. But it's just a bright fuchsia. I'm not going to swatch it for you just because pigment's messy. It's going to get everywhere. And you can see it really well in that tutorial. So I picked up this guy. It's my first pigment. I'm really excited. I really, really enjoy it. Enjoy playing with it. The color pigmentation. The hiccups every time, I swear. Pigmentation's great. Application is great. All in all, it's making me want some more pigments. So I don't know if that's a really great thing. Oh, and I was telling you that one item that sold out was this MAC Fluidline eyeliner gel. You guys, you love how everything's still in this packaging, as if like I've just come out back from the store. I have kept all the packaging in these bags in my closet back there, and all of this stuff was unpacked because I've been playing with it. Even the stuff I bought at the MAC event yesterday. And so before I sat down to film this video, I like put everything back in the boxes so you guys could like sit with me and watch as we play with it. So yeah, I don't have that kind of like self-restraint where I can pack things away and wait to film. Except with my Wantable unboxing. I'll link that below if you haven't seen it. That one somehow I managed to hold out a whole week without playing with it or opening it up. Anyways, this is the Sassy Moss Fluidline eyeliner gel from the new collection, the Festival of Flowers, Fantasy of Flowers collection. And I had gone to, we have one mall that has a MAC store and a MAC counter, and I'd gone to both. I was just like in the mall, just, I don't know, I had something to return. I can't not stop at MAC. And she was like, oh, have you seen, they all know me now. And they're like, did you see this new eyeliner? It's such a pretty like green teal color. And I was like, no. She's like, we always sold out, but I can show you. I have the like display one. And she showed it to me and I was like, you're really sold out? So I like went to, I think, the counter in that mall. I called 3 other counters till I found it, and then I ran out and bought it. And it's this beautiful, so it comes in this kind of packaging. It's this beautiful, if I could open it, I would call it a teal green, sort of fluid line. I think I might use it. I've seen a couple looks of people using it like to wing out, to do like a green wing out of their liner, which would be cool. But I think I would also use this as a base. You guys know how I feel about cream eyeshadow bases, and you can definitely, it has the kind of, let me swatch it for you, has the kind of consistency that could definitely be used as a base. It's nice and creamy. You see that? See how beautiful that color is? Like, where else have you seen a green like this? Oh. So I'm so glad I got my hands on this guy. Would definitely recommend it if it's still on the website, or if you can still find it at some of your local stores. I know it was still on the website last night, because I checked before. I was doing some research before I sat down to film this video, and it was still on the website as of then. So definitely check that guy out. If you can go in and swatch it, even better. But I'm so excited to play with that guy. If I can get it off my hand. Which is a testament. The fact that I'm like rubbing my hand to get it off is a testament to how great it is. Okay, what else we got in here? Like trying to go through the little boxes first. Oh, I bought a Pro Longwear paint pot in Constructivist, which is like a really cool brownie color. I thought, I don't have anything in this color as a base, and I love using creams as bases. Like I've said already 3 times in this video. And I think this would go actually really nicely with my NARS Galapagos, which is this guy. I'll swatch that for you too. So it is a little bit bigger than the eyeliner pot, but you see how that's a beautiful, beautiful color. Again, I've heard so much about it on YouTube and I don't know why I didn't have it before. But it's a beautiful brownie. I don't know why my browns are picking up yellow in this light, but they're like it's like a grayish brown color. Really like that color. One thing I should mention, actually, I don't know if you guys know this, MAC used to have one of the most amazing return policies where as long as it was still in its box, even if it was like used once or twice, you could return it with or without a receipt. They have changed that policy now, so you can't do anything. Like you can't even exchange without a receipt. So I just learned that yesterday, and I guess it was a new policy that they just implemented this week. So definitely, if you are buying products, you might be on the fence, hang on to those receipts if you're not used to it, in case you want to take it back, because they won't take it back or exchange it without a receipt anymore. Okay, whew. This was one that I wasn't planning to buy. It's an eyeshadow in Plumage. It's a nice matte eyeshadow in a like a blackened green, I'm stuck at these descriptions, tone. Just like, you guys see that? See if I have a clean finger. Oh, do you see that pigmentation? Oh, I get in trouble every time I go to MAC. I just find more things that I really don't need. Do you see how pretty that is? And with that like emerald color loose shadow that I have from Bare Minerals, could you imagine how pretty that would look? Oh, you guys want to see a tutorial on that? Let me know. Thumbs up. I've got so many ideas. I'm so excited. Okay. Hold on. I need to wipe my hands off. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Sorry. there was like stains of everything all over the place. 2 more products and we're done. This video is taking way too long. I went in to swatch. The reason I ended up picking that Sassy Moss eyeliner was because I really wanted to swatch Stereo Rose, which is a re-promote. I think it's the 3rd time they bring it out, and Stereo Rose is like one of those colors that people like flock to and like go out, and it sells out super quick because it's really beautiful, like a copper toned golden blush. I went in to swatch it and I was a little bit disappointed because it was more of a peach tone blush when I wanted something really copper tone. So I ended up with 2 products that got me to the color shine factor that I wanted, and I didn't end up with Stereo Rose because I didn't think I need another peach blush. Now that being said, when I got my makeup done yesterday at MAC, it is the color that she put on my cheeks, and everyone that told me that it was beautiful was right. I mean, it's not the original Stereo Rose, but it really, really is a gorgeous, shiny, peachy color. We'll see. I really, really don't need another one of those colors in my collection, as beautiful as it is. We'll see how much self-restraint I can show, and whether or not I end up cracking and buying it. We'll see. I'm like trying to be good, but I feel like I'm gonna end up at the mall tomorrow and picking it up. I'll let you guys know. But I did get the ones that I got to get that color, that coppery color I want, was the Sheer Tone Blush in Sunbasque, which is really beautiful. In the pan, like you'll see, it looks peach. Like it looks like it would not be anything but a beautiful peach blush. But honestly, once you sort of build it up a little bit and you put it on your cheeks, see, even in the swatch it's not going to show up. It shows up as peach. It has like a red undertone to it. It's a sheer tone, so the swatching is not going to be great. But maybe I'll wear it in an upcoming video and you'll see what I mean. It has that lovely like reddish undertone that makes it look like a really natural sort of flush, like I've been out in the sun color. Like not sunburnt, but you know when you've like caught a little bit of sun and you're just like red, a little red? That's what this color is like to me, and I really like it. And it's a sheer tone blush, so you can build it up definitely, or you can wear it really lightly. But I've been loving this guy since I got it about a week ago. And then the last thing that I got to get that shimmer effect that I wanted, or that coppery effect, was the Mineralize Skinfinish in Gold Deposit, which again I don't know why I don't have or haven't had before this, but it is amazing, you guys. It's like everything falls everywhere. It is like okay, but you see this color? Okay, watch. Look at that. There's like, look at that. Isn't that amazing? it's just, see? Like, what? Look at that pigmentation. I'm just amazed. It is such a pretty color. I definitely have worn it as a highlighter, and really like it that way. You could even sort of blend it in a little bit faintly, like whatever's left off on your highlighter, just blend that into your blush to give you like a nice little pop of color. Obviously not if you're super fair, it might be too much all over the cheeks, but like just a nice little brush over, a brush of it over your blush might be really lovely. Also, I've used it on top of cream shadows or even like powder shadows, but just like as a finishing step to give it that little pow of color. I have really been enjoying it and loving it. I feel like this video has taken forever. It says 21 minutes on my screen. Okay, we should end this. Not this, but this video before we're here all day. Let me leave you with my 3 points of positivity, because all this, I mean, all this alone is a point of positivity, but let's try to come up with 3 innovative ones so that I can show you what I've been grateful for. So definitely 3 things that have been keeping me sort of happy and positive and grateful are people who get my makeup obsessions. Be it the girls at the MAC counter or at Sephora who see me way too often and still are like, oh wait, you have to try this out, to my lovely sweet friend Noelle, who I told you used to be a makeup artist and gifted me a bunch of MAC makeup that she had lying around, including this lipstick, which I, oh, awesome. I think it's limited edition though, and it was limited edition a while ago, but I will still list it down below if you guys want to look up dupes. But yeah, people who just get my makeup crazies make me very happy. The second thing that I'm grateful for is getting to reply to comments. This lovely channel, I'm so humbled, has been growing, and I've been getting more and more lovely little notes that I get to reply to and smile at and connect with you guys with, and that just leaves me feeling so grateful and so happy. So thank you all so very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it, and I do read them all and reply to them, and it makes me really happy, so thank you. The third thing that I'm grateful for has definitely got to be an incredibly yummy lunch that I had. Oh, it was so good. You know those meals that are so good and you're just like, my life is complete. No, just me. It's just the fat kid inside of me. Let me know if you guys have meals like that. Let me know what you guys like to eat. That makes you just feel like all I needed was this lunch and my life feels so much better. Yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. Let me know what you guys are grateful for, what you're happy about, what's making you smile today. Hope you're having an amazing day. And as always, let me leave you by reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.